scarred for life, but I'm set for life, and I'm set for life, but I'm scarred for life, and I'm coming at you. I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking psycho, fucking insane. That's the fucking chorus right there.
You nailed
That
it,
is
dude. You
good.
nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it. And you visually transformed into fucking Joe
Yeah,
Rogan there,
you
dude.
did.
You
Oh,
fucking
Joe Rogan. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, you did. You visually transformed
That's
yourself
good.
into Joe Rogan. It was amazing.
You're watching the BigRoom live on Twitch. You're the BigRoom. You're watching the BigRoom live on Twitch. Yeah.
Oh,
Yodi ho.
there's a bottle of gum. That sounds fun. That's your bottle of gum. You got a bottle of gum right now.
Bottle glub. Glub.
Bottle of gum.
Glob. Glob. A bottle of
You're chewing some
love.
gum, aren't you?
I'm chewing. Nope. I'm chewing an healthy apple. It's healthy for
I
you.
see.
So you got tiredness happening in your world.
Yeah, I had to wake up in the AM clock time.
I see.
The AM, like yesterday, I had to do it yesterday,
Mm.
and then I had to do it again today.
No good, man. No good.
And I had a 4-hour-long meeting today, work meeting.
Yeah. Did you have that boogie in your nose the whole time? Yeah, the right side. You got a little. Looks like you got a little dangler creeping out there. You do. You reminded me of the old Letterman when you would remember how he used to do that? What did he used to do?
Yeah,
What did he used to do?
something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. You totally that was spot on, man. Oh shit.
But yep, 4-hour meeting. Tiring.
Duh. Well, that's why I might be poor, but I'm not. I'm happy I'm not in the corporate world.
I actually enjoyed the
Trade-offs.
meeting. The meeting I had was a good meeting. I liked it. I wish I had more meetings like that.
Oh, okay. Just at a different time of day.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it was good. It was a meeting that, most of my work is getting numbers for clients or getting clients what they want or whatever. But today it was, I was invited into a brainstorming session with some of the
Ooh,
executive folks.
that sounds
So it was
pretty
just
cool.
it was just 4 hours of create. They were like, just give us ideas. We just want ideas. No, it's the cliche. The cliche, no idea is a bad idea right here. We just want people to throw out ideas as to things that we could be doing, things that we could be doing differently, things we could do to get more work from clients we already have, things we could do to attract new clients. So just create ideas. And we were on this software called Bureau, which is basically just like a digital whiteboard. So we just created ideas, put them under different categories. There were 12 of us. Me, the company president, the 5 company vice presidents, and the monk. That's weird. And a couple of account directors. And we just created ideas for like an hour or so.
Wow.
And then each one of us got 10 votes. So that each one of us had to use all 10 of our votes to put votes on which ideas we thought were the best. And you could only put one vote per idea. So you couldn't use like all 10 of your votes on one idea, right?
Okay.
We wound up with maybe about, 60, 65 votes total. 65 ideas total put out there. And out of the top 7 ideas, I had 4 out of the top 7, and nobody else had more than 1.
And that says what?
Yep.
Wow.
And I had 4 out of the top 7
dude.
ideas, and it was all anonymous voting. So it was just like, people were just voting for whatever idea they actually thought was the best. K-Rock's out of control.
Ah!
K-Rock. She's wolfing out.
Must be a full moon.
Must be.
Full moon, full moon.
Oh, she's nice
Gonna
breath.
get us banned with the nudity.
The furry nudity. It's furry.
But yeah,
Furry.
so I was pretty psyched about that. 4 out of the top 7. Nobody else had more than 1 in the top 7. And so that was really, and then we broke out into teams, like just you get, the software can randomly choose. Todd, you're very squidged.
What is he?
But then
why does it scrunch when he touches his hat? Like there's a microphone in the
because
hat.
he's got the
Yeah.
earpiece in.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize. Crunch. Okay.
Yeah.
But then the
God, it
software
reminds me of those hosts on. Well, it reminds me of the host on David Letterman.
the David Letterman kind of night.
Whenever they touch their microphone, you're like, God, and Letterman's like, God, and then he does the thing. Do the thing, baby.
I did the.
And then do the eyes, do the eyebrows.
And then the pencil.
Yeah. That's it. And then
Pencil flip.
the pencil.
Yeah, the old pencil flip. Yeah.
All right. So I assume this was a work thing you were jib jabbing about.
I just say, I had a 4-hour meeting today, a 4-hour-long meeting.
A 4-hour meeting.
But I enjoyed it because it was unlike my normal work, which is mostly pulling numbers for clients or doing relationship building stuff with clients to keep them happy and talking and laughing, all that. This was more of just
That's
a
called
4-hour.
prostitution, by the way.
Yeah, of your soul. But yeah, no, this was a 4-hour brainstorming session that I was in with the company president, 6 of the vice presidents, and some of the other directors. 12 of us total will be included. And it was just brainstorming. It was coming up with ideas of thinking outside the box of stuff we don't normally do.
We were raised with this.
Yeah.
That's the game we play. We're artists. We're creators. That's our game.
Yeah. So I threw out just some stuff, and they had no idea I was going to go over, and everyone voted anonymously. Each one of the 12 people had 10 votes. So I put 1 vote per idea from an individual, so you couldn't use all 10 of your votes on one thing. And I wound up with 4 of the top 7. Like I said, no other individual, nobody else from the other 11 people had more than 1 option in the top 7. So that was really fun.
Awesome. Did you let them know?
No, my superior, the vice president Martin, he was just like,
You call him Superior Martin?
I call him Superior Bishop. That's his last name. Yeah, it's really good. No, but he was like, all right, let's have the computer. Let's tally up the votes. See everyone went here.
Wait. Can I just ask you? Is his nickname Rook?
No, it's Bishop.
Bishop Rook.
But his last name's
Bishop.
Rook
His
the
last
Bishop.
name's Bishop.
Yeah.
His nickname should be Rook.
Should it?
Rook the Bishop 1.
Right?
Sure, could be Rook. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, isn't that what it's called on a chessboard?
No, a Rook is a castle, and the Bishop is a bishop.
Oh, the bishop's the bishop. I see. Okay, my
The
bad.
Bishop is the bishop.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's why his nickname's not Rook. All right. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, but no, he was just like, all right, let's tally up the votes here, see how everyone, see who had the good ideas. And he hits the button, and the computer goes, copy in. And my
It
color was
showed on the
orange.
screen.
Yeah, it did on the screen. And my color was orange. They assigned
Of
me
course.
orange. And there's this, the number one overall was like blue. Yeah, that was the number one overall voter. Then number 2 was orange. I was like, oh, cool. I had second place thing. Number 3 was white. And then number 4 was green. And then 5, 6, 7 were all orange. So it's blue, orange, white, green, orange, orange, orange. And Martin was just like, oh good. Oh wow, look at Brian here. He's got 4 out of the top 7. And I was like, yeah, and then
That's
no
me.
one else.
Get
No
used
one
to it.
else. That was me. And so then they broke us up into teams of random 2s. So I wound up working
Never more than 2.
with one of these with one of the vice presidents of sales, and him and I broke off on a call for 30 minutes, just the 2 of us, who I'd never worked with before.
Where's he from?
He's out in California, and he has a great name.
Oh, okay.
He sounds like a salesman. I mean, it sounds like a salesman name.
Uh-huh.
His name is Danny Flanberg. It's a great name, man.
You know, that's a name. It all comes down to the inflection. Like you said,
Yeah.
Danny Flanberg or Danny Flanberg, or
Danny Flanberg.
what would be another one? Danny Flanberg or Danny Flan. That's the name of inflection. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
much morphs to however you want to
Yeah,
do it, because it's a really crappy name.
I had never worked with
It's all-
him. I had never worked with him directly and one-on-one, and so the 2 of us got randomly paired up to expound on any one idea on the board. And I told him, I was like, which one do you want? You can pick whichever one you want. I don't care. And he picked one of mine. And then we had 30 minutes to kind of flesh it out, come up with more info on like what are the key elements of this idea? What are the potential obstacles? What are the what are the possible solutions to the obstacles and just stuff like that, so we had 30 minutes to do it, and we worked real well together, came up with ideas and reasons and stuff, put it all together, and then when we all got back together, they were like, okay, now we're going to present these ideas that everyone worked on. And Danny was like, Bri, you want to give a run at trying to present the idea? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. So I started talking. And salespeople, they like to talk. Salespeople are talkers.
It's Flanbergs.
Yeah, and so I start to talk, and I'm going over the details of the idea, and I go, and Danny, if you want to pitch something in here or whatever, just interrupt me, cut me off, and flesh out what we're talking about. And Danny says, "No, you're killing it, man. Keep going." And I was like, "All right." No, so I actually put out the "alrighty then," and
Alrighty then.
And went through. So this was a good 4 hours of being able to be creative in a space that I'm not normally creative in. Business creative, and it was actually pretty enjoyable.
Yes. Well, I mean, well, think about this. There are people out there whose occupation is to be completely creative, and in all walks of life, obviously.
Yeah.
In the business world, there's I can't remember who it was. They're like, there's a whole corporate community. There's a whole business that is starving for ideas.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fascinating. And it ties into something else that's been popping up as well, is that the higher you get up in whatever you're in, you slowly and then immediately realize that people above you have no answers. They are looking for the answers from the creatives directly around and below them, and then they implement them, but they got nothing. They know nothing. They are not the smartest at the top. They just divvy it out, and they keep the smart people around them. And so the further we move along, you see this, that things start getting easier. Your creativity that we sometimes hide in certain scenarios, you don't want to stand out too much because you scare the locals and they get angry when they're frightened. Right? All of that comes into play the further you move along, and life gets so much easier, and the control is in the creators.
Yeah.
Once you're old enough to be respected for it, is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
got.
that's pretty true.
I never. It was just in the last year that I started getting
Yourself a lot of
invited
kids.
to these kinds of meetings because from my last promotion. So like most of the people that I work with were not there today. They were not at the meetings today because they just weren't there. That wasn't. They're not invited to those meetings right now. So I just been getting invited the last few months, really, and I've been like, hey.
Oh, that was my point. I think that there's another evolutionary leap coming for you.
That's some because it was fun.
You know what I mean? Enjoyable. And it's in a creative aspect. The easiest of all the aspects for the likes of us.
Yeah, for it was definitely one of those ones where prior to the meeting, you see on your calendar, I have a 4-hour meeting today, and you're like, oh my god, and then it starts at 1, and we're at 10 till 5, and part of my brain said, we're almost through already. There's more ideas to hash out here, people. Come on,
keep those brains firing.
Right. Hey, everyone, I noticed right now that we've got 3 viewers in the room. There are actually 3 viewers here.
Hello, everybody.
Say something to us.
And by 3, he means 3,000. We count everything in thousands here.
Right.
Everything in thousands here.
We just hit 3,000 viewers. That's pretty amazing.
That's right.
That's 299. 2,000.
Hey, you out there, welcome, all 3 of you. If you haven't been here before, and of course you have, see you every week. Welcome to the Big Room, where we share, drink, and know things, and often with you. And so don't be, shy. Share your thoughts with us, and we'll incorporate it into our sharing as well.
Into our frazzle stands.
And dry frazzle stands for all of you. If you look under your chairs, tape to the bottom of your chair where you're sitting right now, 3 dry frazzle stands. Woo! So, I was going to say something, and then you 3 people interrupted me. Get out!
That was a good C. Martin. That was a good C. Martin maneuver.
What the hell was I going to say? Oh, yes. Time, when you're in the flow, time doesn't exist. It just moves in a pace, to interacting with it in not as flowy of a way. The chillins. So you out there in the big room, we started playing Dungeons and Dragons, but not just with anyone. With the offspring of the monk and Jeannie Jafar, who isn't here tonight, who's covering the podcast as well, and they were discussing how last weekend's meetup, last meetup in the dungeon, they were surprised how much time passed. Right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
When they were having fun.
Sign.
The first time, the 2, when we were creating the characters at the end, they were getting a little tired. The last time they could have just kept going in a way, and just how quickly the time went. And I was discussing with Jafar later that night that you realize what we accomplished.
Disgusting. You were discussing with it.
You weren't disgusting. You weren't disgusted with me. Always going to be disgusted. Yeah.
Just discussing with you.
What was her name?
Regina.
Regina. God bless her. Anyway, she was the daughter of Myron Cope. The love child of Myron Cope.
The granddaughter.
And Pee-Pee Cow.
Unknown.
So anyway, but what I was saying is, think of how much we accomplished in that adventure. Like we made it about 30 yards.
Yeah.
But right? Yeah. But the problem solving there was a major discussion. We were incorporating a newly 10-year-old and soon to be 12-year-old as the leaders of the debate
That
and
was a
guiding
good.
them. And much props to the dungeon master and letting it open and letting things,
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what I
drop.
loved the
Great.
most, man.
Loved
What I
it.
loved the most was seeing Biggie and Fernino there think and discuss, like, here's what I think. Well, maybe we should do this. And then we could throw in an idea as to, yeah, but what if so and so? And then they'd go, and they'd think about it. And then ultimately, though, they come to the decision. So I really liked seeing that
Loved it.
process just on the smallest scale start.
Uh-huh.
So I'm really
They
looking forward to.
they
Oh,
both. What's
what?
that?
Alcock having a taste test moment.
Oh, makes me wonder.
What
What
are
are
you drinking?
you drinking? Back.
Yes.
Yes,
Little-
I am.
I am.
Oh, Bushmills.
Bushmills,
Okay,
the original.
nice.
Is that what is the Bushmills? Is that a bourbon or a Scotch?
It's something fun to say with a lisp. That's what it is.
Scotch.
Bushmills.
Scotch bourbon.
Bourbon is not
Bushmills
That's not
never
a
hurt
lisp.
nobody.
That's not a list.
with me.
It is an
Bourbon,
Irish whiskey that's about
I
$10
definitely-
cheaper than
Oh.
Jameson.
Whiskey.
I got my stomach pumped on Irish whiskey.
Yeah, you did. Boy, did you. I told that story
Uh,
to one of my passengers the other day. Who
as
also
they were
had their
drinking-
stomach pumped. Oh, I took him to the liquor store and we had fun conversations about the time we ended up on the hospital. and got
Yeah.
our stomach pumped.
What are you gonna do? Kids,
Kids.
toddlers.
But
I was very young.
yeah, I'm
Not
like,
toddler young. You
Well, how about
No,
you
not
fellas? What are
are
Me
you
drinking?
drinking?
I
Would
am
you like to go
not
first?
drinking. I am not drinking alcohol at this moment.
Mhm.
Because
Because of the sleepies. She got a
because of
case of the sleepies.
sleepies. But I got another one of those. I got another one of those fresh, cold pressed slushies today, smoothies. And again,
Oh,
with the mango, pineapple, orange, strawberry mixture with some added ginger.
What is the company that is producing these?
The
That got a
Tropical
sponsor?
Smoothie Cafe.
Oh, it's a location that you.
Yeah,
picked up
yeah,
at.
it's a local
Oh,
place.
that's awesome.
It's
That's
down the
great.
down the street from here.
That's awesome. That's cold
And-
pressed. That's great.
And K Rock discovered it, and I was just like, I'm gonna try one of those.
I make smoothies for my family for breakfast.
Right,
I make it the night before, and they have it at breakfast.
alcoholic
But I add
smoothies?
what? Hey,
I have.
like I said, I started young with Irish whiskey, and it didn't do anything bad for me except get my stomach pumped. Mwah.
one time.
Yeah, but I add a bunch of super powders and proteins and all kind of awesome stuff. But
Yeah, they offer a couple of like things you can add into it. You know, like there's a vitamin D blend that you can add into it, and something else I don't remember that I usually put into it as well.
smart. What I make, Morana,
It could be. I
Morana.
don't remember now.
Morana.
Morana.
I'll give you my recipe. Sometime, or I'll make it. It's
Cool.
Anyway. But
Oh, because
And it is great with vodka too, by the way, just so you know.
I believe it.
But not tonight. What do you want to show us, Ad Hoc? Oh, yeah.
is this? Yeah, he did such an awesome job, you know.
Yeah, he sent me a did he send you a
He sent me an individual shot too.
yeah, he sent me an individual shot.
So you out there, hey, this is fan art from Manchester, England. by a great friend and collaborator that we met here in the big room 2 years ago. He's a musician and a creative.
Yeah,
The
he's
Rev.
crushed it. This one of you on the
Yeah,
bottom
Tom
is
Weaver.
like that's an awesome like little hand, like little
That's my
TK.
That's my from my avatar image or whatever from Instagram.
Ah, that's a good one.
And he,
And
I
then,
mean, but it's not drawn like that. Like he did a great, amazing job.
Right.
I look pretty sick too.
And then the variations at the top, he told me that he added some prints to mine. That's how I got the purple lip and the
Nice.
the
Oh, I see.
makeup.
I'm zooming in now. First time I see that. So, I used the Mad Ogre. The Mad Ogre's looking good. So anyway, yeah. Thank you. That's from the Rev, who also created our theme music.
yeah. Well, which is and then for D&D, we still kept it in for. That's how we started.
Yeah.
Started it. BB created the opening with that and the music.
The Chillins loved that
Tom
too. They loved all the images. They weren't as familiar. They obviously weren't familiar with the cover of the Fiend Folio book and the original ones. And
It's fascinating. They're gonna
so
love watching it every time.
yeah. And they loved you saying. That was the other thing that I was saying. That I wanted to say. And I had a conversation with Jafar about is that in that was it like 2.5 hours? It was short, but 2.5 hours, something like that. During that time, we got to. I'm really thankful to the Rev and to Krampus for coming on. Krampus from Romania and the Rev from
cool.
Manchester popping on just to show them that this community that we built here in the big room that have become friends and
you mentioned
they
that last
popped
week.
on and it was great, just great, wonderful. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Steel comedic.
That was definitely cool.
T.
What?
What? What you drinking?
This is my future sponsor here for the big room. This is Sir Robert Burnett Gin, Extra Dry London Gin from 17. Something like that. Just on the rocks in a crystal glass. Lovely.
Crystal. Nice. Groovy, dudes.
Oh, and if you out there watching would like to help us in the big room alter our state of communication and information, you can go to Go Drunk Me. https://gofundme.me/CF35D608. Say with me. CF35D608. CF35D608.
CF35D608. There you go.
And then you can tell us what we should
tongue.
be drinking, and then we purchase it thanks to you. And you can watch its effect on us in a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. type fashion.
We'll do it. We will do that.
Has anybody watched all of Wednesday, by the way?
I have not yet.
Speaking of Hyde, Ben was home from school on Monday, Fanina, with a sore throat and a high temperature. And so I stayed home with them. And after several naps in the morning of them, and then the fever broke and felt great. And we finished and binge watched. I haven't binge watched anything. And I watched like the last 4 episodes, or 3 maybe, I think, with Fanino of Wednesday.
Cool.
What did you think out there?
Yeah, I've only seen maybe the first. I think the first.
It's fun.
I definitely enjoyed it.
It's fun. It's made for late tweens, progressive tweens back then.
Sure.
But it's fun.
Hey, when are we're doing our next D&D, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, correct?
Correct. This
Correct.
Saturday, Biggie is playing in the Seton Hill band.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. All right. Well, guys, I gotta bail. I gotta get some work done. I've just been working on music all day.
Right
Here's
on.
the,
Non-stop
I got
delivery.
to after leaving the studio today. I popped over to Ad Hoc
Yeah, that was cool. That
and I
was
got to hear.
long
That's
overdue.
I know, man. I know.
I
More.
got some irons in the fire. Oh,
there's
so
the
good.
Dude,
the
that's
the Blumgart close up that Rev created
yes, that's
and
your
sent to
character.
me earlier today.
That's
Ah,
Blum.
That's Blumgart Blind Eater here.
that's great. It's so
That's his
good.
D&D
I
character.
love these characters. They're so
Me
awesome.
too.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
great.
gosh.
The kids are gonna love that.
It's great. I can
Kids are
totally.
gonna they're gonna
It fits
kids are
right
gonna
into
be
my.
so
It fits
jealous.
right into my. It fits right into my envisionment of that character. He's just gonna be standing there with virtually no armor on, with just an insane
Give it to
belief
me.
that he'll survive the fight, based on nothing other than the fact that he's large. He's not even that
But he
strong.
lied.
Not even that strong for a Gazan, but he's just gonna believe it's his destiny to survive the fight.
T, you got a
Love
close
it.
up of yours too?
It's in my phone. I'm using my phone at the moment.
Okay. Here's
Yeah.
here's the one he sent me. The full size rendition.
Nice.
It's wild.
That's a sorcerer. That's a sorcerer right there, dude.
Man.
Although I'm supposed to be hairless.
Well, I mean, that could be, that could be actually your hat, like this.
Could be some kind of
Yeah.
Like some kind of like part of your. You could pretend.
Wig hat.
wig hat.
Put your wig hat
Alborian
on and
wig
your
hat.
high heels.
Yeah.
Alborian high
Wig
heel
hat.
Your low neck sweater,
Wig hat.
Loretta.
But
All right. Well, I love you
okay.
guys. Are we
I
signing
am
off?
Yeah.
be safe out there.
Yeah. Drive
Will.
safely. That was an excellent espresso that you made me,
Don't
by
get
the
into a
way.
crash and die.
Do that. Have an espresso and hit the road. Oh, and Ad Hoc, next time, share your story with us in the big room about your passenger last time. You had a tweaking passenger. Tripping on acid. And
I got my camera. I haven't had a camera in my car for a long time. It's this thing. I've been using it. Stopped working in my car, the memory card, and I set it up here in when we started this stream. And
Wow.
I never had another camera in my car. But boy, did I need one 2 nights ago. This dude looked like a fat, sad woman with like curly hair down here. Her face like this.
BB, watching that set in on BB was pretty priceless.
It was good. It just steadily got better.
Oh man.
I watched it.
Makeup
I
on,
watched it.
and it really looked like he's carrying a ukulele and some other random stuff. I don't remember what. But he comes in the car, like saunters in the car, and is like, "What's your name?" And he has makeup on, like just sad makeup. And he's like, I just got kicked out of another bar. Because why? Because I offered the guy next to me $5,000 to take me to Las Vegas, and everything was going great. But then all of a sudden he complained about me and I kicked out. What's your name? Oh, Adam, the man. I'm Eve. Oh no, really, my name's Sassy. I'm Sassy Sonosinus for Gloogly. And he had some crazy 3-4 piece name. And he's like, I used to be Sandra, but I can't. She was such a bitch and she hated me. I have 7 women living inside of me. and just kept going on. And I'm just like, this person is literally a lunatic, like literally insane. And I was glad I had Mace in my car. I was glad I had the Mace in my car. And goes on to tell me, so I just did all the drugs that I had, and I did LSD tonight, and I did and I did Molly for the first time. And he's just talking he just talked the entire time. Then he wouldn't get out of my car. But I was just thinking, man,
If only
it was cold
I
out.
could
too.
have video of the person that
I was like, good luck.
that wears my flesh tomorrow.
Oh, for real, this dude, it
Buffalo Bill
definitely
me.
felt like he could have snapped and became a Buffalo Bill at any given moment. And he's like, I was like, good luck, man. I said, stay warm. He's like, my biggest fear is cold, but my biggest goal is playing guitar in the cold for 10 minutes.
Oh my god, they killed it. It's a killer. Ah.
Oh, that's good. That is good stuff.
My biggest fear is the cold, but my biggest ambition is to play guitar in the cold
for 10
for,
minutes.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh man,
This dude, I actually I didn't block him because I wanted to get him again because I went and I made sure that I got the memory card for my but then I ended up blocking him. I was like, I can't get this guy again.
It wasn't worth the risk,
too
right?
unstable. Yeah, too unstable. Yeah, it was a freaking one of the
Who knows what they're like not on that angry, punchy people.
Because I've been working till like 3, in the morning,
right?
Because I've been working
Bar
on
hours.
Yeah, I've been working on music all day. Just what's happening, and then I got a couple projects I'm working on, and then so I'm working late nights.
Sounded good too.
Boy, that just reminds me. I'm just like, oh boy, this is why you don't work late nights.
That's a kook in the Duke.
That's
drop.
kooks. That's a kook drop.
That's a kook drop in the Duke bucket.
He was. Man. He filled up the whole Duke bucket.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
But yeah, I've had that just in the past 3 days. I had a woman who I pull up in in front of a pizza shop downtown, and it's like 1 something in the morning, and I pull up across the street. So I message her and I say, hey, I'm in a black Prius across the street. And because there was a silver car already parked in front of the thing. So I messaged her. I'm on black Prius. I'm across the street. I have my flashers on. I get no reply. A couple minutes go by. I see 2 women walking out, holding a pizza, and they look at the car.
Oh, the pizza.
Yeah, they look at the car, and then they get in the car, and
Somebody else's car.
I'm like, that. And I see the dot move, and then I see the dot, like her cell phone dot, because I could see where they're located, and I just see it. And I'm just about to call her, and she calls me through the app, and I hear, "Hey, is this Uber? I just want to report that. One of your drivers has a fake license plate." And I hear, "What?" And then somebody else goes, "We're not talking to you." And then click. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so dumb. So she took the time to recognize that it wasn't my license plate, but still got in the car and drove away with them. Text me saying, "Hey, Uber." Meanwhile, I'm in the Lyft app. She requested me in Lyft. So I text her and I say, "It's not the wrong license plate. I'm your driver. I'm still here. You got in the wrong car."
And that's the last anyone's heard from her.
I didn't hear anything else. Yeah.
No, neither has anyone else.
I just waited a couple more minutes and then canceled and got like a $2 cancellation fee, which sucked because it was like, but a 10-minute drive. But this is drunk people. Last night I had this guy. I sat there for 5 because we have to wait for 5 minutes. And the 5 minutes goes by, and then we have to call before they'll give us the cancellation fee, which is like, again, it's like $3. which sucks because you drive there. You know what I mean? I might have to drive
Right.
10 minutes to get there, right?
Yeah.
Which is basically what happened. I like drove like 8 to 10 minutes or something to get there. It was only like 2.5 miles, but it took me like 10 minutes to get there. So I sit there and I wait another 5 minutes, and this is all to make like $10, you know? And it's like, and then I call the guy, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, hey, I just wanted to know if you're actually coming or not, or if you want me to cancel. He goes, oh, I didn't realize you didn't cancel yet. I'm coming right out, And then he comes out
Naked
And
from
he's
the waist down.
he's just completely drunk. And like, man, he got in my car and I drove him. He was just like, I had to worry about him, you know. I was like throwing up. And that was this. And then there was another guy that I pull up. I got him home, and then he was like, oh, thank you, man. You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. And he's like, I got $2. Here's $2. But he gave me $2. So that was cool. Then my third drunk passenger, my fourth, whatever, crazy passenger is a guy that this dude was like, he was like, gay, drunk, I'm so drunk. And his friends like had to help him in the car, and he's this, but he was like, they were holding him up. And I'm like, I'm not taking this guy unless he holds this. And I hand him the bar bag. I say, you guys, if you're willing to make him hold, you take him, because his friend was like way more sober than he was. And I was like, it's on you. And the guy took it, and the other friend was like, who called him, I was like, I'm gonna take him, but I'm telling you, like, he has to hold this bag. And man, this guy was just, so I have to put down the windows, keep it cold in there, you know. But this guy was just like so fucking far gone. And but he wouldn't hold the, and I'm like, okay, dude. But the other guy gives me, as soon as his friend did that, the other guy goes, here's $10. So I got a $10 tip to take him. Like, it was only like a couple miles. It's like 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is a long time when you have somebody like that in your car. You know?
I imagine, but you made it.
Yeah. And, you know, got him out of the car and survived no barf, but
Right.
it's fucking, man, like, this is like, I'm like 4 for 4, you know, like one a night. I get something like this.
Right.
We lost TK, so.
Yeah. Did you put anything on Facebook? I didn't see.
Don't know.
Beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop boop.
Beep bop boop boop beady boop bitty pop boopy doops.
Beep bop boop bop beep boop.
Ski bitty woo beep bop beep it up. Boop boop boopy doop.
Oh yeah, so I think he's.
Boop boopy doops.
I think he just disappeared and is staying gone. Cause he said, "Sorry, internet dropped. Good time tonight. Love you, brothers."
I'm out.
And then said Dave Damon was looking good. He was a sexy bear.
Okay, then. I guess my stories weren't as intriguing as I thought I was telling them.
Right?
Son of a bitch. All right, go to sleep.
That's crazy.
Go to sleep, everybody.
Well, there's still 3 people in the room. And I hate shutting down on y'all, 3 people. But I'm going to play the good night theme. And
we'll wave you out. We'll wave you out. We'll see you next time.
Oh, and you know what I'm going to do real quick? Before we shut down completely, I'm going to play for you guys the opening that we will be using on Saturday afternoons during our Dungeons & Dragons session. Not this Saturday. February 4th will be our next live D&D session with the children. And if it gives you any kind of intrigue, this is the intro to the show.
I'll have to send over you the new picture too. Of maybe you can put in some of our new pictures too.
Yeah,
there's room at the end to do.
Yeah. We can definitely. I'll definitely write those pictures in. But this is what we've got right now. This is the opening.
BigRoom, you're watching the BigRoom.
Good times.
Yes.
Good times.
All right, folks. I said that was enough to knock one of you out. We're gonna say goodnight. But if you want to say more, speak more, see more, learn more, play more, drink more, swing by here every Wednesday night around this time.
Or we do
And
more.
start checking it out on Saturdays. We'll be doing more. For now, we'll say good night and be safe out there, all.
Later.
I'm scarred for life, but I'm set for life, and I'm set for life, but I'm scarred for life, and I'm coming at you. I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking psycho. I'm fucking insane.
That's the fucking chorus right there.
You nailed it,
That is
dude.
good.
You nailed it. You nailed it, and you visually transformed into fucking Joe Rogan. There,
You
dude.
did.
You fucking,
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah. okay.
yeah, you did. You visually transformed
That's
yourself into Joe Rogan. It was amazing.
Big room. You're watching the